What's going on, YouTube? My name is Kenny. If you are coming back to the channel, welcome back to the crib, big baby. Certainly good to see you, and I hope that you are doing well. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, first and foremost, thanks for taking the time to visit. The cover charge, admission, whatever, absolutely free. However, we do ask that you hit that subscribe button and also be aggressive on smashing that like button, notification bell, so you'll be notified when there's fresh content for you to check out. And if you feel that this video, our channel can help others, by all means, share the video and or the channel. And again, thank you for supporting the channel. We appreciate that. The subject is how to be successful in business. Woo! It's going to be a big boy conversation today. It's July the 23rd, 2021 at the time of this recording, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Good morning. Again, appreciate you being here. Let's jump in. Had a call yesterday. It was a really good call. YouTube subscriber. He called, says, Kenny, I am really enjoying your channel. And I said, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. He said, your channel is different. I said, really? How so? He says, I don't know. Can't put my finger on it. It's just different. It's like, okay. He never did tell me how it was different. And I don't think he knew. He just knew it was different. And I said, do I take that as a positive or do I take it as a negative? I take it as a positive. I'm an optimistic person, but I got to thinking more about it. And I said, you know what? He's right. It is different. And I said, but how is it different? When you watch a YouTube channel, there are 3 boxes in which you can check. Number 1, the entertainment box. Number 2, the real value box. Number 3, business value. When you look at, well, let me back up. I'm going to use an analogy. If I go to a movie, my son wants to go see the new Space Jam movie. If I take my family, my wife and my kids, we go to a movie, right? I invest in the movie tickets. We get some good popcorn with extra butter. We get drinks. And of course, we get the movie, right? So we're definitely going to check the box for entertainment. Hopefully it's a good movie, but we're going to say it's going to be a great movie. Hadn't seen it yet. We're going to check entertainment. Real value. Do we check that box? Well, for me, absolutely. Why am I going to check the real value? Well, the value because I had a chance to spend quality time with my family, right? Entertainment, real value. Did it check the business value box? No. My expectation was not to go there to conduct business. I certainly didn't go to research the movie theater to see if it was a business that I wanted to get involved in, right? No. But what I went for was entertainment. And I got a real value out of it. How does that relate to this? So if you're watching a YouTube video, the videos, the videos that do the best, in my opinion, the ones that have a lot of B-roll. What is B-roll? Well, now I'm getting into what I do know about, and that's broadcast communication. If you're watching the news at night and they're talking about a story, they're going to show you some clips, some footage. That's called B-roll, right? So when you're watching YouTube channels, you may see their face, then it goes a clip to them in the truck. Somebody loading the truck, got a forklift on, unloading the truck. They're showing you how much money they made, right? A lot of B-roll. People love that. That is entertaining, right? That's entertainment. And that gets a lot of clicks, a lot of likes, right? A lot of watched, viewed hours, advertisement. So now you're making money with your YouTube channel, right? But it's pretty much entertaining. Is it a real value? There are a lot where it is. Is it business value? There's some. And most channels, they connect their other social media platforms, whether that be Facebook, Twitter, IG, Instagram, and got a large number. This channel is called Load Up Transportation. What does that do for Uncle Kenny? It's marketing my business. Okay, that's number 1. Do I link my other social media platforms? No. I want this to stand alone. So the purpose of this channel is to check the box for business value. That's what this channel is about. I'm sitting on a couch, pillow over here, and you and me. Not a lot of B-roll, right? So does it check the entertainment box? I don't know. That's a question for you. Are you getting a real value? That's also a question for you. Business value, in my opinion, we're going to check that box. That's what this channel is for. And I think, do Don't want to say that. For me, I believe in order for it to be a real business value to you and me, you got to be able to articulate. You got to know something about what you're talking about. Then, in my opinion, it can serve as business value. We often talk about business credit, how to build business credit. And today we're going to talk about how to be successful in business. Does that mean trucking? You can apply it, but it's business. But we're going to apply it to trucking today. So this video is primary business value. Now, if it's entertaining to you, that's even better. Okay? So I want to put that out there. And again, I want to thank you for being here every day. When I started this channel, it was to help you and to help me, giving you information that you may or may not have, but can be helpful in your journey in starting your business. But also is to get you to engage. I can get information, you can get information, we can learn from each other. That was the purpose of starting this particular YouTube channel. So that's what it's all about. It wasn't to get 100,000 followers. Love to have it. I ask for it every day. That's so that you and I can reach a larger audience. That's more people engaged in the conversation and you and I can learn. But that is not the purpose to get those many subscribers and viewers. We'll take it, right? It wasn't started to generate revenue, right? So business value. Business value. That's why I always say if you feel like this channel can help others, by all means, share the video and or the channel. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. You have all types of videos, and the one that does the best, in my opinion, is entertaining. I watch YouTube every day, and 98% of it, unless I'm going to a specific channel, it's for entertainment. Now, also, it can be motivating, right? If you're thinking about getting into this business and you see people doing this business and they're sharing things with you, that's motivating. And sometimes we need that extra push to make us do what we need to do. You know, sometimes I say it's hard to motivate people. I try to motivate people to motivate themselves, if that makes sense. So let's talk business today. All right. So I believe, guys, I don't know everything. Don't claim to know everything. I got 3 businesses. So when I'm talking to you, it's about what I did and what I believe, not telling you to do it or believe. It's just what I did. So the 5 things I believe you need to have a successful business. Number 1, BP. You guys know what that means? Business plan. Number 2, I'm looking at my notes over here. Number 2, P&L. That's profit and loss. Guys, you may know this already. If you're not, write it down. This is good stuff in my opinion. Number 3 is ROI. That stands for return on investment. Number 4, you don't hear this a lot, but it's important, especially if you're going to ask a financial institution for some assistance in terms of revenue. Experience. What type of experience do you have in the business you're looking to get into? Number 5, capital. Capital. We've seen so many videos where people say you need 3,000 to start this business. You need 5, you need 10, you need at least 15, you need no money. I always say I am crazy but not stupid. I don't believe that, not telling you what to believe. Okay? So you certainly need money to start a business. That's why they call it startup costs. You certainly need money to operate and sustain that business. And I don't see how you make a profit without spending money, right? It's certainly going to be, if you don't have any money, your RL is going to look pretty, your P&L is not going to look good. That's your profit and loss. So if you choose to believe you don't need money, do you? Good luck. And I mean that. I've got 3 businesses. One is very new. That's the box truck, or the trucking company. My company is not called Box Truck Load Up Transportation. It's called Load Up Transportation. Don't want to box myself in, no pun intended. So business plan, P&L, ROI, experience, capital. You need that in my opinion. Now, when we talk about business credit, let me tell you what business credit means to me. You got credit cards, line of credit, and you got loans. Okay? there's one that all three have one thing in common, in my opinion. Got to pay them all back. That equals debt to me. See, I never believe that you get business credit because you don't have any money. Business credit is to build business credit, right? So if you get a credit card, you have the money already. When you use that credit card, you have the money to pay it back, right? That build business credit. If you're using business credit because you don't have any money, it's not good, in my opinion, right? So credit card, line of credit, loan, that's debt, right? If you go get a loan and they see you have maxed out credit cards, line of credit that you hadn't paid back, you're risky. They're not going to give you any. They're not going to give you any more money. So now that can be debatable because you got this saying you use other people's money as opposed to your money, but that's totally different from credit card and a line of credit, in my opinion, because you got to pay those things back. That's debt. So you need capital. You need capital. Now you can use these other things so you don't have to use all your money at one time. And again, you're building business credit, but you need capital. How much capital do you need? We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But guys, you need some money. You got to have some money, period. So you don't get a lot of this on YouTube videos, right? Because that's not entertaining. But we are talking business and business value. Some of you may already know this, but you got to have capital. You also got to have a plan. That's why I'm talking about business plan. Let's use my scenario for an example. My truck is in the shop, not because I can't afford to get it out the shop, because it needs to be repaired. And the part is coming from the manufacturer, it's coming from Cummins. They don't have the part. They have to get the part, then they have to ship that part to the dealership, then they in turn repair it. It's already paid for. I'm just waiting for it to be repaired. But what's going on between now and when it gets repaired? It's truck note, insurance, storage fee. Truck is not at the storage, but you still got to pay it. And any other expenses that you have. That's coming like clockwork, right? And in your business plan, if you were not prepared for that, I always say you could have just enough money to go out of business, right? So you have to have not only a plan, but a solid plan, strong plan. That should get your hat brought to you. Plain and simple. Not to scare you, but as I always say, have a plan. Be disciplined, be patient, and you will be okay. Do your research. Not just YouTube research. Because if you're doing just YouTube videos or looking at YouTube videos, are you getting business value? Because I don't get into business to be entertained. I get into business to have a ROI, return on investment, right? I'm trying to make money. That's why I'm in business. Not here for entertainment. I go to the movies for that or whatever else. So are you getting business value? If you're not, then you need to have other streams of other sources to get your research from, if that makes sense, right? You got to have a plan, guys. You got to have a plan. How much money, Uncle Kenny, do I need to start my business? I don't know. Here's what I always do in any of my businesses. I look at how much is it going to cost me to sustain that business for 1 year, 12 months. How much money do I need? If I have a truck note, let's just say the truck note is $1,000. I don't pay $1,000, guys, but I'm being full transparent. I don't pay $1,000 a month for my truck. But let's just say it's $1,000. 1,000 times 12 is 12,000, right? 1,000 times 12. If you're paying $1,000 for a year, that's $12,000, right? Math is math. How much is your insurance? Any other expenses, fixed expenses, they got to be paid every month regardless. That's how much money you need. So I can operate this truck for 12 months making zero profit and be okay. So when I started this business, When I did my business plan, I put in there, and whatnot. I didn't put in there that my truck was going to be in the shop the first 2 months that I had, but I put in how much money I needed to sustain that business. Did I take that money from this company or that company? No. Had a plan, discipline, patient, save that money. So you need to be, in my opinion, be able to start, operate, sustain that business for a whole year making no money. No, now, is that going to be the case? No, of course not. It's not going to be the case. But if you have that mindset, you will be successful, in my opinion. My other businesses, they're all successful because I went in the right way. I started it the right way. This is not bragging. This is giving you business value. We're having a business conversation. And so when you go to a bank and you sit down and ask them for some money after they get the pleasantries out of the way, hey, how are you? Have a seat. How can I help you today? Well, I wanted to talk to you guys about getting a loan. Is that going to be a personal loan? Is that going to be a business loan, signature loan? What are we talking? Oh, for my business. Oh, great. Well, do you have a business account with us? Yes. Great. Or no. So if you have a business account, you probably got a business relationship with them, right? Let's pull that up. Tell me more about your business. Okay? And if your business has not been in place long enough, or your business could have been there for 5 years, but there's no business credit established. It's like it's a ghost. It's like having a social security number, but you've never done anything with it. It's a ghost. Same thing for business. You could have had a business established for 5 years, but there's no activity on it. Bank look at that as risky. So now they're going to ask you for a PG, personal guarantee. They're going to look at your personal now. That's the difference, right? So do you have any money in this bank? Do you have a personal credit card with this bank? What type of relationship do you have with this bank, right? You're just going to go in and ask them for $1 million and they're going to give it to you? It's really hard. Well, let me rephrase that. It's not hard. It's hard to get a personal signature loan from a bank, in my opinion. It is not that hard to get a business loan with your business if you have a strong business profile. Let's see your business plan. Let's take a look at your business plan. Let's look at your portfolio. What does that look like? And, business value. That's what we're talking about. Business value. So if all those things are in place, if you say, hey, I got $250,000 and I'm asking for $250,000, no risk. And I'm not saying they're going to use your money as collateral, but they don't look at you as a risk. You've got money. We've always heard that old saying, people with money can get more money. People with no money, it's harder, right? Is that fair? Is what it is. So, business plan, business value, right? So we often talk about that. So, business plan, P&L, ROI, that's return on investment, experience, and capital. If I'm going in and asking, I need $10 million to open up to start a radio station. $10 million? Yeah, let's pull up your account. Just see how much money I already have. They know I've got almost 33 years of experience in this business and multiple areas of this business. I've been in broadcasting for almost 33 years. On air, off air, programming radio stations, consulting radio stations. I've done it all. I was a director of a communication school for television and radio, right? So the experience is there over 3 decades. They don't look at that as risky, right? So as it comes back to trucking, I go in and ask for $10 million for truck. Well, what kind of experience? Well, I've worked off and on for a couple of trucking companies. I've got a CDL. Maybe want to see a little bit more. Let's look at your business. Oh, got a 90 paydex score. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see what type of trade lines you have. Oh, you've got a $100,000 trade line. Oh, man. Oh, you've got some equipment. I'm just giving this as an example, guys. I don't have all. This is an example. This is what financial institutions look for when they're looking to grant you credit, loans, or whatever you're trying to get. But I always say never get more money than you have, right? If I'm going to borrow $10, I've got 20. I'm getting this loan, so I don't have to use mine, and it's also going to build business credit, but I know I can pay it back. Once you pay it back, they're going to extend you more, right? That's how business works. I'm all over the place. But what do I think it takes to have a successful business? You got to have a business plan. I'm always talking about having a plan. You're going to have to know what your P&L look like, your profit and losses. Get you a good CPA, by the way. They can help you keep your books. Return on investment. We all want a return on our investment, right? You should have some type of experience in whatever you want to get involved in. And capital. If you don't have it, you need to have access to it, in my opinion, and you'll be successful. Guys, continue to watch all these YouTube channels. You got entertainment, you got real value, and you got business value. I'd like to think that you're able to check all three of those boxes, and if so, you're good to go. Again, my name is Kenny. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel, we're 21 minutes in. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't need to hit a button. And also, if you think this can help others, by all means, share the video and/or the channel. We would really appreciate that. That is all I have today, guys. This video was sparked by that question. Guy called me and says, man, I like your channel. It's different. I don't know what's different about it, but it's just something different. And when I got to thinking about it, I said, you know what, you're right. Because I said, when I'm looking at YouTube videos, what am I getting out of it? What am I looking for? Most cases, I'm going to get entertained. Some people are going for entertainment. Some people are going for value, business value. And some people are going to be nosy. Some going to hate, whatever. But if you are trying to get information how to get in this business or any business, make sure wherever you're getting your information from that it's able to check those boxes that we talked about. At least I believe you need to be able to check those boxes. And listen, if you already know this and you're already doing this, then this was irrelevant. You already know this stuff, right? And if you don't know, it doesn't mean you're dumb or stupid or listen, I didn't know this. And because there was no reason for me to know it before I decided to become a business owner. I didn't need to know the information. So that doesn't make me crazy or anything. I didn't need to know it, right? Bungee jumping. I don't need to know anything about bungee jumping because, hell, I don't have a plan on bungee jumping. Jumping out of a plane. I don't need to know because I have no intentions whatsoever to jump out of a plane. So I look at it the same way. But if you are looking to invest your hard-earned money, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. You want to know any and everything you can about that business, in my opinion. Don't just watch a video and jump in something. That's not smart. It's not good business. I think I mentioned on a previous video that I've been hearing a lot of talk about Sprinter vans with Amazon. And I told you I didn't know a lot about it. And I don't. I did a little research this morning. And I don't know if it's a good investment. You look at why some of Amazon's people don't want to do it. But more private contractors are getting into it. And they're looking for people with no experience. Why is that? See, these are the questions that I ask. Why are you only charging me $10,000 to get into this? So when I'm doing my research, the margin is really low. And so to me, that's risk. Haven't done a whole lot of research, just some short initial research. And, I could spend that amount of money. I think they want 10 grand and put it into something else, less risk. And, the ROI looks a lot better, return on investment. So no knock. It might work for you. Your research may show something else, but I did want to mention that. Do your research. Man, do your research. Have a plan. Be patient. And you'll be okay. You do need some capital, guys. I'm sorry. You need, it is what it is. How much you need, I don't know your situation, but I would always say you want to have at least a year reserve money. Now, that money needs to be separate from household money, right? You don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul. So that money is specifically for your business. If you pulling from it, make sure you can pull from it for at least a year without your business making no money, and you'll be okay. I often say if you only have enough money to go into business, you probably have just enough to go out of business. Does that make sense? You don't have to be rich. You have to be patient and have a plan. Freight is not going anywhere. If you can't get out here until 2024, that's fine. The chances are you losing is slim, because you did the proper research. You didn't rush. Now, let me just say this. If this was my only business, my only stream of income, I would probably have rented another truck by now while my truck is in the shop. But even that is hard now with renting a truck. So if I don't have any money set aside, I'd be in trouble. All right. I've been talking enough. We're over 25 minutes. And I don't even have no B-roll. But hopefully it was still business value. Tough times don't last forever. They don't. Tough people, they always do. That's true. And money does not come with instructions. It comes with a lot of things. Responsibility, hate, comes with a lot. But it doesn't come with instructions. So you have to be smart in your decision-making process. Have a plan. Be disciplined. You'll be fine. B-I-G. You got to think big. Believe in God because he believes in you. Uncle Kenny is living proof, and you are too. All right. We'll talk to you soon.